today, but
little rain.
hey, that never stopped anybody. Party don't stop.
Shut up.
Okay. We got some events coming up, Jess.
Yep, so we just announced a few weeks ago we're going to be doing another Google live stream event where you'll not only hear from the Google presenters, but we're also going to have two of our own team members. I think Karina and Chris, both in our sales department, are going to be talking about B2B marketing, and that is September 20th. Yep, so it's coming up in a few weeks. I had to remember. 10 a.m. It's going to be over at Zeal. Totally free to attend. You get a little snack, get some information. We just ask that you go and reserve your seat. We will post a link. It should be on our Facebook page, and you can just go to our website in the Academy section and sign up. Totally free to attend. So invite your coworkers, your friends, come on down. And then we have Concept 1 too. Which, do you want to talk a little bit about Concept 1?
I'll let you finish it up.
Okay. So Concept 1 is also coming up. That's another one of our events. That one is in Rapid City. We'll also be posting that link. It's also on our landing page. Sam, can you remind me of the date?
That is going to be October 10th.
October 10th. So still plenty of spots open for that event. That's going to be more of an immersive full day with tons of great speakers. So be sure to check that out. It's going to be in Rapid City on October 10th.
Yeah, we're going to transition here right into the topics. One of the things that you can learn from us today is now that Instagram is going to be starting to put their stories on the website. Now, previously, the Instagram stories were just exclusive to the mobile phone app, but now they said that they have a lot of international traffic and users who go on a computer or go on their mobile phone and type in Instagram.com. They don't necessarily have access to those apps. So while you're going to be able to start seeing the stories on the website versions of it, you're still only going to be able to add to the story when you go on the mobile site.
Isn't that the same? Can you even add a photo to your Instagram online? You can only view people's photos.
Yeah. So maybe that'll change too with the rollout, but they haven't announced that part yet. One thing that marketers are going to be noticing though is that when they go and try to look for an ad on their desktop or on the mobile website version, they won't see it. So the ads are going to still be exclusively on the mobile phone app.
So if you don't want to see an ad,
do either of you ever go on Instagram on desktop?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think I've. The only time I've ever gone to Instagram on my desktop is to see if I could post a picture on my desktop.
The only time I've gone is if I'm like on Reddit and someone posts like, oh, check out this photo, and it's on Instagram, it will bring you to the Instagram. But I never am like, oh, I'm gonna go creep some profiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always do it, and I'm just on my desktop and I'm on Instagram, and I'm like, man, I saw a story on my phone. I want to see it on the computer, but it was never there. So now they're gonna change that with this rollout, but won't see any ads, so that's a bummer.
Sucks. But who knows? I feel like everything's mobile, but then, you look at Instagram and then it's like, well, they still have to try to cater, like, not everyone's on their mobile phone all the time. And, most people still have a laptop or still are doing things off their mobile device, so just kind of catering to that audience too.
Tablets that function as laptops.
Yeah. Well, speaking of stories, that brings me right into my next topic.
Hey.
So Snapchat is kind of following suit of Facebook and YouTube, and now giving advertisers more options of where they can show their vertical video ads. So before, you just kind of say, hey, I want to target 18-year-old males, and you really had no control. Your video ad could show within your story, or it could show maybe on one of the sponsored, like MTV Video Award, sponsored or Snapchat story. But so now, advertisers, whether you're doing it in the self-serve ad platform like we have access to, you will actually be able to select. You can say, I just want to show in user-generated content, or you can say, I just want to show in stories, and then if you pick the actual Snapchat sponsored stories, they have 7 categories that you can exclude. Most of them are pretty vague, like news, science, men's health, women's health, beauty. But so if your brand maybe is like, I don't really, we're men's health, I don't really want to show to beauty or women's health, you can exclude those categories and your video ad will only show in the other locations. But if you choose to only show in user stories, it's kind of a gamble. It's cheaper, but you have no control. If Sally posts something really racy, your ad could show right after that. But so it's kind of a gamble. It really just comes down to what kind of message are you portraying? Do you have a sensitive material or topic that, could potentially raise issues if it was shown against something, different? Or is it I see the Walmart 2-day shipping ad literally every 5 seconds on Snapchat, and that one, it can show anywhere. It's not really affecting people. So, I don't know, just kind of interesting.
Yeah, and I remember Snapchat had a lot of, before they announced the rollout of the ad manager, they wanted to give people a lot of different options and ability to target people specifically. And it's funny that you said that you saw a Walmart ad every 2 seconds, and I've never seen that ad. I always see stuff for Verizon or
They're trying to get me.
Nesquik or something like that.
It must be on their list. Seriously, but that's the only ad I see.
Because you're Target.
Yeah, they know that I'm a Target lady, and they're just trying to convert me to their 2-day shipping. But yeah, just this is really just kind of rolling off of what they called the ad apocalypse on YouTube this year, where lots of advertisers were pulling their ads because they were showing on content they did not want their brands to show on. And so Snapchat's just trying to avoid having that happen on their platform. And so giving, some of that control. We've seen Google in the past month roll out new exclusions and stuff too. So really everyone's trying to be more conscious of allowing advertisers to really have a little more control where that's showing. So it'll be interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I can't wait to test it out.
Yeah, if you want to run Snapchat, hit us up. We would love, love to test out some Snapchat campaigns. So
yeah, so we're going to keep it with the social media trend here, and I'm going to transition to Facebook. So our wonderful content specialist, Sam, wrote a wonderful blog on Facebook's secret videos. I'm going to keep my topic short today because I want you to go to our website and check out that blog, because it goes really in deep detail on how you can set it up and just some different examples of how we can use those videos. But essentially, Facebook secret videos allow anyone to upload video content to their page without posting it to their timeline or their video library. So if you want to embed it in a blog or on a website on your landing page, you can upload it into the secret video section of Facebook. And it helps because you don't have to put context to it or anything. KeyMedia Solutions, and check out that blog that Sam wrote.
it was really cool. I had no idea what a secret video was, and I saw it on my newsfeed yesterday, and I was like, is this clickbait? Like, what is Sam trying to do
When
here?
I wrote it, I was like, this sounds like clickbait.
I'm
but
like,
gonna do it anyway.
it's gonna I'm gonna click it, and it's like the secret video is just having a video or something.
But
no,
that's what they name it. That's on Facebook, they call them secret videos.
Yeah.
So
it's a cool blog. Check it out. It just goes to show Facebook is really, really, really trying to keep up
with YouTube.
And
they're the same as YouTube unlisted videos.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing.
And you said that it's kind of looking like that Facebook is really making a push to become a more total complete video platform.
Yeah.
So video is going to be the next wave here. I'm excited to see what's next with it.
Yeah, I love Facebook videos. And then my last topic, going right off what T was talking about, Facebook. So Facebook, this is just a small update. Hopefully it won't affect any of you out there, and certainly won't affect us. But if you are sharing fake news to
Hashtag
your
fake news.
fake news. The big thing the past year has really been fake news. Who's sharing fake news? Who knows? But if you are sharing fake news on your Facebook profile, you have the high likelihood of being banned from running advertisements until you stop sharing fake news. And so Facebook just announced this. It's in effect. So essentially, like, if they are seeing that on your organic profile, you're sharing a lot of links that lead to fake news websites or misleading links, it's going to take away your ability to like boost your post or even go in the ad manager and create any ads until that's stopped. They haven't said if it's going to be retroactive, so like if you've done it the past year and you suddenly stop, if you'll be allowed to advertise. But it's just, you know, take precautions. Really be sure the links you're sharing organically are going to landing pages that are going to be valuable to your users and that are, you know, have a good reputation. You know, Google the article, Google the facts before you go out and share a lot of things, just because it can really affect, you know, you don't want to be banned from advertising on Facebook, and then when you really do want to share something real about your company or real about your industry, you're stuck, you know. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, I mean, Facebook got a lot of backlash during the last election about, you know, showing these fake news articles above real news articles in people's news feed and in the trending section. And so this is kind of their way of saying, well, look at what we're doing. Like, we don't even want your money if you're going to be sharing it.
Yeah, I think Facebook is putting a lot of the responsibility on their users to make sure that the information they're putting out there is actually credible.
I think they're also taking a lot of responsibility in the fact that they're realizing they're a media platform as well. They're a source of a lot of media information that a lot of their users, I mean, that's their source of media. And it's their responsibility to make sure that that media is, you know, accurate and correct. Yeah. And even though the platform may not have been designed that way in the very beginning, it's so popular now that they have the responsibility to
yeah, everyone's like, well, I saw it on Facebook, it has to be true.
Yep.
You know.
But what I want to know is what constitutes as news. So like, say if a company puts out a blog saying, hey, we can do this new technology, but that technology isn't necessarily all 100% accurate. Is Facebook gonna flag them and say, hey, you know, I'm not sure you can do that. Show me you can. Like,
yeah, it said that everything's monitored by third-party fact checkers, and like, you know, their new like API integrations that like scroll these sites and fact check through databases. So I'm not sure the extent, if it's going to be more geared towards like, you know, how does that affect satire sites like The Onion? Yeah. I mean, everything they share is fake news, but that's why we like it. But you also know it's fake news. It's not trying to play off. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure how it's, you know, if it's going to be like, well, this was a lie on your website, that's fake. Or if it's going to truly be more geared towards news and politics. And
I think this is you know, one of the first steps. So I think it's we're seeing this very in its early age, you know. So I think there'll be updates and improvements to it as we go along. But I think this is a big. I don't think it's the first step, but it's another step early in the process. It's another baby step.
Yeah.
You know,
hashtag fake news.
Hashtag stop fake news.
But yeah, did you have any other inputs to add?
No, not this week.
Not this week. Well, if you have any questions or if you have any recommendations for anything you'd like to hear about in a future week's episode, please message us, comment below. We are always happy to feed the people what they want.
Gotta give the people what they want, right, Sam?
Right.
And if you want to check out any of our last episodes, YouTube The KeyMedia Solutions. We'll be back next week. See ya.
Thanks for joining us.